Sup everyone, my name is ReyGGTV, and I'm going to be taking a bit of a break from my Hilda Iceberg video because I want to take a look at the brand new Hilda book that just came out. Hilda and Twig, Hide from the Rain. This is the brand new Hilda graphic novel by Luke Pearson and is actually his first ever spin-off book, which is also to be the first of a planned trilogy series. Published by Flying Eye Books and was just released today as of me recording this video. So right off the bat, what do I think about this book? Well, first, I think it's important to establish the fact that this is not your average Hilda book. Luke has stated from the very start that this is geared more towards younger readers, and so if you're looking for something that is a bit edgy, but also comes with a lot of world building, maybe even some heavy action, just something that really satisfies your need for Hilda lore, this book is not necessarily for you. But with that being said, however, I can honestly say that this is the best and most refreshing take on Hilda I've seen in a good while. Unlike the regular graphic novels like Hilda and the Mountain King, for example, they might throw a lot of information at you by including like 12 or even more panels on a single page. But here you never really see more than like 6 of them appear all at once. And the story this book is trying to tell, I think, really benefits from that. On the surface, it's very short. Like, I'm pretty sure if you were to turn this into like a regular old Hilda book, it would just be barely longer than the already short story the original graphic novel was. But it works because this adventure is not about stopping a giant troll from taking over the city or trying to get the Raven to regain his memory. It's about Hilda and Twig hiding from the rain. It's not as epic and grand as these other books are, but the book knows that it doesn't need to be. It can just focus on giving us that classic Hilda style adventure that fans like myself continue to love the franchise for to this day. That being said though, this book is surprisingly less about Hilda and more about her best friend Twig, who in the first time ever in the franchise talks, along with other animals as well. Now, honestly, talking animals in media is not something I usually like, but I think it definitely gets a pass here because it came off more as giving like wild robot vibes instead of, I don't know, cats and dogs. Right, so the actual story itself is about Hilda and Twig just going out on a normal adventure one day, but then uh-oh, it starts to rain. So they hide out in a mound to seek some shelter along with some other animals as well. Twig decides he wants to go outside for a bit, and so he ends up befriending this giant snake-like creature and must now find a way to befriend it whilst also being able to return home with Hilda as well. The best thing about this book? It's really funny. It's not as cartoonishly amusing as the original graphic novels are, but it does have its laugh out loud moments that are for sure going to be able to get a chuckle or two out of you. I also just really love the art style of this thing, and as much as I love his other books, the biggest problem that I could see young readers having with it, especially in his earlier works, is that Luke's art style in the earlier ones just feel a little bit too rough and artsy feeling, to the point where I could definitely see how it could turn certain readers off from really enjoying it. Even my little sister, who I've shown the first book to, even she's admitted that it can feel a little bit jarring at times. But luckily this book definitely seems to rectify that because it feels more like a cartoon you're watching rather than a glorified art museum piece. Again, I'm not trying to say that's a bad thing, I'm just going off the perspective of how young people, especially those who have been used to the Netflix series, would think of the other books as. But even if this art style was made with the intent to be more welcoming to new readers, I also think it's just really refreshing to old fans like myself as well. The story itself is not going to rock your socks off, but for such a risk they took by incorporating anybody else who isn't the title character of this franchise to be its protagonist, I think Luke managed to do a brilliant job of executing that here. It's simple yet hilarious, fun, and beautiful. And if that's going to be the case for the rest of the series as well, then I absolutely cannot wait to see what Luke has cooked up with. Hilda fans, old and new, if you're looking for a fresh take on the adventure we have all come to know and love, then this book is certainly not going to disappoint. 8 out of 10. Have you read this book yet? Did you like it or hate it? Let me know in the comments down below, and be sure to tune in to my Ultimate Hilda Iceberg series. The first episode is coming out on December 7th at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Peace out.